Hey y'all. Hold on, let me get my screen situated here. How's it going? Oh yeah. I hope we get some good tea today. Let's see. Let me just welcome everybody. All right, so it is August 11th, 2021 here in Austin, Texas. I'm arcieoracola, the OraCola. Welcome to my live stream, which I do every Wednesday here on the YouTube at 9 o'clock Central Time, right here from the glorious space of the universe. So, welcome to the show, y'all. I see we got some regulars in the chat. Hi, y'all. Thanks for coming back and stopping on by. We got a new thing tonight. So, I had the grand idea to rotate the oracles, sort of. So, instead of the color oracle, we have a new oracle this week, and it's one I think y'all are going to be interested in hearing about. This book, this hefty tome, has a lot of dirty pictures in it. And they're all from it, like antiquity all the way up to like, who knows what. Recent, I guess the 40s, 50s, I can't remember. Anyway, so if you would like to know what the universe thinks about your sexual energy, where you might need to direct your eroticism, or, you know, if you have a sexual problem you're seeking help for, then you will use the pornacle, as I call it, the pornacle, and all you got to do is tell me which page number you want, and I will tell you right now, there are, how many pages is this? It's a huge book. It's ridiculous. 755 pages of pure smut in this here book. If you don't own this book, I recommend it, just because it's always good to have porn on hand. But it's also a historical account, so it's also like educational. But if you want to do the pornacle, then you got to tell me a number between 1 and 755. And here's a hot tip, just exclusive for all y'all that's tuned in early. If you pick some of the numbers at the beginning of the scale, or at the very end, you might end up with just words on your page. And that, I'm sorry, it's got to be like vanilla celibacy for you if you pick one of them numbers. So if you're looking for the erotic stuff, I would highly recommend not going at the very beginning or the very end of that 755 page range. Got it? All right. Oh, hey there. Hi Prance. Hi Goog. Hi P&G. So we got a few other looky-loos in the chat, or in the audience. So yeah, that's what we're going to do here tonight. Before we get started, though, we always have to set our space. So we do that by burning the sacred wood. Oh my God, this is heavy, and it keeps falling off. And I'm going to have to keep fucking with it. It might not be the best choice to use on the show, but we're going to try it out. All right. Here's our sacred wood. Just kind of perfumes the air, pushes out any bad energy and bad smells, and makes it smell nice for our guest, the universe, who is joining us here tonight at our request to answer our questions about our lives. And hopefully we will understand the language of the universe, because it talks in symbols, and we will be able to apply that to whatever's bugging us. We'll see. So we got our sacred wood. Of course, it's always good to clear the air with a bell. Just chowing along here. Breathe along with me, y'all. We're all on this journey together. All right. That going on. Let's see here. Put that away. Oh, we still got some of our witch spray. The Rich Bitch Witch Spray, which I've had for way too long. I'm afraid to open this up. It's probably full of horrible things, but we'll spray it anyway. Ooh, that got in my mouth. All right. And what else? What else? Oh, we got a rock. Got to have our grounding rock. This one is selenite. Selenite is a white crystallized form of gypsum. It's located on all the continents, pretty common. It can grow really big. They got these caves down in Mexico, like deep underground. And the crystals are like, you can Google it. They're huge. They're like the size of a trailer. They're enormous. And not like a trailer you pull, like a trailer that I grew up in kind of trailer. Yeah, so worth looking into, but you can get little pieces of it at all them little like metaphysical hippie stores where the city witches buy their shit. I have happened to have 2 or 3 pieces. Some of it's carved because it's very soft and it's very fragile. So you have to be careful with it. But let me tell you what it's good for while we're here talking about selenite. It is said to be a powerful healing crystal that promotes peace and calm, mental clarity, and well-being. It's also believed by some that this crystal can remove negative energy and help you connect to higher realms. Yes, it helps, with your aura and all that shit. So that's what we have on the table tonight. We have selenite. Oh, sacred woo, huh? Sacred wood. Yeah, we got to worship the phallus because it's part of life, right? There's something to be said about the yoni, the womb. So that's where life is like grows, but it ain't going to get there unless you got that phallus going right in to get it. So, all right. Now we've done our energy clearing. If you have not done so already, now is a good time for you to do that like and subscribe thing. If you have not subscribed, I presume most of y'all watching probably already have, but if you're a newbie and you ain't done it, you can subscribe to my channel, leave a comment in the actual video whenever it gets posted, and or not in the chat, and tell your friends, share the video because it gets like put up on the YouTube pretty much right away. And you can just share that link all around, especially if I told you something good. You never know what I'm going to say. I need a sip. All right, y'all. This is the audience participation portion of the evening. Who's got a question? Who's got a question for the universe? And tell me what oracle you would like. What's your oracle? And we got the Pornacle, which is new. We got the trusty old tarot, which I always have. We got our old essential oil deck, in case you want to know what you should smell like this week. We got the ever popular Revelation Oracle, Book of Revelation. If you choose that one, it's just like the Pornacle, you gotta give me a number between 1 and 22, and then I'll have to hit you up in the chat to give me another number. Kind of complex, but it's a complex oracle. What else? Oh, and we still got the hat of self-care. Don't forget about the hat of self-care. It's very, very trying times in the world. We're all suffering with something. And the hat of self-care can help point you in a simple thing that you can do for yourself. So we got that. Oh, and everybody's favorite persnickety bitch, the Magic 8-Ball. Hi. Maybe she'll actually show you what she says tonight. Oh my God. All right, looks like we got a inquiry brewing. Let's see. What does the Pornacle have to say about this new job? Should I accept the offer? Hi, Patrick. 255, page 255. All right. I'll get to you second, Ego Strokes. I got to get Goog's Goo going here first. What is this? And the page numbers in this art book is funny too. What'd you say, 255? Okay. 255, here's 256. So 255, oh, okay. Well, you wanted to talk, and the page numbers are listed on one side, not the other. But this is your Pornacle. I guess I should hide the other one, just in case someone picks it. Oh hell, fuck it. I don't have nothing right now. I'll have to do it later. Okay, this is your Pornacle right here. Looks like somebody's chasing that lady with a bunch of dildos, and there's like some dildo. It's like his jizz is hitting the ground, and there's like little cupids fucking. And I don't know. I can't tell if she's excited about it or not. Yeah, I mean, I think if it seems like it's going to be fun and it looks like it might be a party, then yeah, accept that job. Worst case scenario, you can always quit later if it turns out that it sucks. But that is your Pornacle, and now y'all know how the Pornacle works. Okay, I had damn, this book's heavy. It's moving my table every time I want to set it over here. All right. Who had a tarot question? Ego Strokes. Hi, Ego. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the OraCola. What do I need to know about my boyfriend? Tarot. Well, let's see what the cards say. Okay. Let's see. Got my shuffle going on. Boyfriend. Now, keep in mind, I only read the major arcana and one card to represent each of the suits. It's a very truncated tarot. Made for television, my original deck. Okay, ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So you asked a pretty general question. I don't know exactly what your particular circumstance is. However, the Wheel of Fortune means that you are at a crossroads. It's kind of the middle part of the tarot, and if you look at the major arcana, the hero's journey of it, the Fool starts out, you kind of go through all the stages. Wheel of Fortune's where something changes. And it's more likely kind of a cyclical type of change. Even if it's something that's coming from a past life, it's still a cycle that you're in. But it could either turn into something cool or something I really don't know. But I would say that whatever's going on with your boyfriend, it's going to change. So good luck with that. All right. Who else had a question? Patrick, 8-Ball. Oh, you didn't have a question. Oh, you're welcome, Goog. You're welcome. Man, my nose is itching. I'm sorry. I know I keep looking like I'm picking my nose, but it's just right here on the edge. Ugh. I was dusting today. I don't normally dust. And when I do, it's an ordeal. Just shit all over the place. I mean, I did not dust everything. Hell no. I dusted one very small portion of the place, but it was thick, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Yes, space dust, for sure. All right, who else has got a question? Booger Oracle. I can produce a lot of snot sometimes, that's for sure. But as far as actual boogers, it don't have a chance to really solidify in there. Usually it's running out. It don't have time to stick around and form that crust. That's gross. Oh my God. All right. Who's got a question? I know there's some folks out there that's thinking about it. They're not sure if they want to jump on in. A little bit shy. That's okay. I did not check my social to make sure that there's no questions. Sometimes people quit questions. on the social media. Oh, goddamn. Get off of that. Phone's got to wake up here for a second. It's having a little fit. Okay. I don't think I have any questions on there. All right. Close that out. What is this? Okay. And I'm sorry. One more social. I only got the 2. I don't have no Twitter because I couldn't figure the damn thing out. Didn't make no sense to me. And I don't have none of them like new ones like TikTok or Snapchat. I guess Snapchat isn't even a thing no more. Doesn't look like I got any questions. So it's up to y'all. Up to y'all. If you want to know what's going on with your whatever, you got a bunch of oracles. They're down there in the description box. And I guess if nobody is going to answer a question in the meantime, I will get to some tea. So remember, I combined like newsworthy events with my YouTube bad habits in this tea. So I don't know what's going to come out. Some of these news items might be old. I need to go through them, I guess. We'll see what we're going to talk about. All right. Oh, Prance is a question. Okay. Well, what number, Prance? You got to do one between 1 and 22. You know the rules. You just updated your rover profile, so you're the one that's you're walking dogs. It seems 1. Okay. 1, and you need to do a number between 1 and 20. 1 and 20. 1 and 20. Which one? Come on, Prance. Come on, 11. Okay. Oh my, this is a big one. Okay. Revelation of St. John the Divine, chapter 1, verse 11. And this is Jesus talking, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and last, and what thou seest, write in a book, and send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, unto Ephesus, and unto Smyrna, and unto Pergamos, and unto Thyatira, and unto Sardis, and unto Philadelphia, and unto Laodicea. That was a hell of a mouthful of shit Jesus just said. He's just not ticking off all the places you need to go, like walk the dogs, I guess. I mean, put up your stuff on more places besides Rover. He said, write out a good profile there, make a website, post your shit on all kind of different platforms. Then pretty soon you'll have a whole bunch of bitches to walk. There's your oracle. All right. Now let's get back to, okay, this is a YouTube thing that I've been on for a while. I don't know if y'all can read that. It says Cash Jordan, NYC apartment. So this is a vlogger. He's a real estate agent in New York City. And of course, he's attractive. And he just goes around showing you all these really shitty apartments that you can rent for crazy prices. Not all the apartments are shitty. Sometimes they're actually really nice, but the prices are still crazy. Like, I have not seen anything below $1,500, and I've watched a fair amount of his little tours. So anyway, what he does is real smart. He goes to the actual, instead of it just being the apartment, because there ain't much in most of them. There is tiny little pieces of shit. What he mostly does is tours you around the neighborhood. So you can actually see where you might be living if you decided to live there. And he's got stupid sense of humor. It's fun. It's cute. But it's a fascinating peek at New York City, because I've actually been to New York City a few times, lucky enough. before all this shit went down. And I got to walk around. That was my main entertainment because I was pretty broke. So there's a whole lot to see. And I walked up and down Manhattan all kind of ways. I walked all around Brooklyn all kind of ways. And just knowing what you're getting into before you move into a place that's a huge city like that is so valuable. Plus, it's just kind of fun to see. You get to see it. And it's, he tapes these and like puts them out within a week, it seems like, because it's all very current. So you get to see what the city looks like, how many people's out on the street, how many businesses is open. Of course, he doesn't go anywhere super sketch, but yeah, I recommend it. It's a fun little getaway. The videos are usually about 8 minutes long. And so if you're looking for something to do while you're sitting on the toilet, I recommend it. Cash Jordan. Yeah. Oh, but yes, we did go to museums. We did. We went. We have a video up. It's not on my YouTube. It's on Cameraman's YouTube, the one for the old stuff, OraCola. And it's got a 5-part series of us in New York City, me and Shasta. Oh, God, when were we there? It was a long time ago. It might have been, geez, I don't know. It might have been 15 years or so, maybe 10. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. Anyway, yes, we was there. We stayed in an apartment, one of those shitty apartments in Harlem. And not even in the central part, like north part of Harlem. And we was sharing with some folks, and it was just like a 2 little room thing. It was hot as fuck. The air conditioner, the tiny little AC hardly worked. So we basically had to block off one of the sections of the place and just use the one room, and all of us huddled together because it was too hot otherwise. But yeah, I mean, that was a fun trip, and we did make a video of it. And I ain't seen it in a long time, so hopefully it's holding up. But yeah, you can go check that out on youtube.com/cameracola. That's where Cameraman has dumped a few things. It's certainly not our full catalog. We had well over 100 shows that we made. And most of the shows on there, it's just a handful. And they're all in chunks. This is before YouTube would let you put on more than like 10, 15 minutes. So they're all broken up. So if you get tired of it, you can just like turn it off and go to part 2 later. Real easy. Low commitment. Let's see, we got a couple more viewers in. Hi, y'all. Thanks for stopping in. If you have a question, put it in the chat and I will get to it. Let me know what oracle you want. Don't forget, we got our new one, the Pornacle. It's spicy. Okay, essential oils for Goog. Oh, you requested to make copies. Oh, wow. You know what? I don't think they have any more copies. I'm sure they quit running the show. And even if they did, they've been closed for the whole damn pandemic. The person you really need to hit up is Cameraman. And I don't really know how to get in touch with him. I guess you can get on that YouTube channel and see if you can leave a comment. But he's got all the tapes, as far as I know, of all the shows that we did. The trouble is that technology, oh shit. Some just fell out. Oh my God. Well, they're just going to have to stay on the floor because I'm wedged in here. So there's still plenty left. Yeah, so I don't know. It's one of them things where I just made peace with the fact that they're never going to see the light of day. And it's probably for the best, to be honest, because I'm sure we said some things that would not fly today. And we would have been canceled immediately right out of the gate. So maybe it's best that they're all just like gathering dust somewhere. All right. Let's see. What lotion should I ask Patrick nicely to put on my feet? It puts the lotion on its skin, huh? Well, what if it's an oil you can't put on topically without some kind of extra stuff? We'll see. Could be something that don't smell so good either. Some of these things don't smell good. All right. Answer is Oh, clove. So clove is a real polarizing scent, I've found out. You can put it on your body, but I would not put it on your body straight. It is strong. It's also pretty poisonous. So don't let it, don't let no kids drink it or dogs or nothing. But yeah, the clove is the answer. And if you don't like the way clove smells, well, tough it out. Maybe you need to learn something about the clove. Yeah, so there's your answer. Good luck with that. Okay, we got a question from, hi, Isaac. My parents are visiting this weekend. What type of food should we eat? The pornacle? Well, I don't know if the pornacle is going to give you much of a hint unless they got a buffet one. Now, if you do the pornacle, you have to give me a number between 1 and 755 because that's how many pages is in this book. So I can do it, but you got to give me a number. Got to know what page to get to. Page 365. Okay. Oh yeah, goths love clove. It's such a mysterious scent. Also covers up a lot of stank. 365. 365. 365. Come on, 365. Where are you here? Okay. Oh, well, that's an interesting one. So this is the one, not this one right here. So this is, it's like a portrait, but it's made up of people, naked folks. So maybe you'll need to go to some kind of naked feast somewhere, or at least a buffet. I would say that's a buffet of folks. It's a buffet of all kind of things. So yeah, hit up a buffet. There's your answer. Good luck with the parents. Do they still have, I guess the strip clubs is open. You could go to a strip club, maybe. Yeah, buffet. I think buffet. Now, I would not take them to a crummy buffet because those are some quality people. You could tell it was a portrait. So I would spend a little extra and go to a buffet that's a step above Poncho's. Is Poncho still around? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Sushi Belt. That's a good place. Yeah, go there. It's not a buffet, but it might as well be because, you just grab it off the belt as it goes by. Every time I go in that place, it always smells like fish and bleach and not in the most pleasant way. So it just makes me wonder. I mean, I've eaten there plenty and nothing's happened so far, but it's just like it's so busy that I don't know if they get a chance to really do a lot of deep cleaning. So they just slosh a bunch of bleach water around. That's what it seems like. Okay. P&G has an oil question. What oil should I use for August? The OraCola. Well, we don't want to cast aspersions on what these folks are doing. They're all very sex positive, it seems like. So I wouldn't say they was whores, but it's definitely pornography. Most assuredly. Yeah, all right. P&G. Woo, that was a good one. August oil. August oil. Okay, for you, Siberian fir. Ooh, okay. So a woodsy scent. If you can't find fir specifically, and I know it is out there, it can be a little bit strong and heady, but I would say any kind of woody scent is what you're going to go for. Something fresh, get in the mood for fall, that kind of thing. I mean, I know it's still hot, but fir, there's your answer. Wear the fur. Okay. Anybody else have a question? We'll try to get these. Sounds good. Did I miss any questions? I feel bad sometimes because I get caught up and they slip by. Nope. Okay. Good job. All right. At least they're they're kind of contained underneath me here. You know, the neighbors upstairs put their poor dog out on their patio. I can hear it out there hollering, poor thing. It's a husky, so you know it's just gonna cry and cry and cry until they let it back inside. I don't know why they put it outside to begin with. Maybe they're doing their own pornacle. I don't know. They bang around like they're doing something up there. I don't know what it is. I don't hear no moaning though, so I don't think it's carnal, but it's definitely loud. Ego Stroke had one. Where was it? Oh, the pornacle. What do I need to love myself more? Okay. I knew everybody was going to like this one. Page 333. Is that right? Okay. 333. Oh, 333. These are thick pages too. Kind of hard to wrangle. All right. Oh. Well, this one's exciting. There you go. So it looks like we got a carriage. It's like some bandits. Or they come across like the carriage is overturned. Is it a rape scene? I can't tell. Maybe. It could very well be a rape scene. But I don't want to assume that. But you might need to screenshot it and study it later. As far as loving yourself more, maybe it means that you need to actually take some time, you know, stop running so fast, stop, you know, being busy, and just take that time to do your thing. That's how I would interpret that picture. They're caught red-handed. Maybe so. Maybe so. It's kind of hard to tell. Or it could be just a simple like peekaboo thing. So maybe so might be more innocent now that I look at it. If you look at it, it looks like the carriage is tumped over and it spilled the poor lady on the ground. And of course she wasn't wearing no panties. And so whoopsie, oh no, showing off all the goods. So maybe I would modify that. Maybe you need to be a little bit more exhibitionist, and that's how you can love yourself better. So don't be afraid. Don't wait for that horse to like go crazy and make you show it off. Just take ownership and do it yourself. Yeah. Okay. There is our answer. Okay. Trimmed. Okay. All right. Well, if we don't have any more questions, I think I will get to some tea. We're about halfway through the show right now. By the way, I will use this time to pimp myself. If you are enjoying this show this evening, if you have a question that was answered and you really like the answer, or even if you just feel like it, of course, I would appreciate any donations that you can send my way. You can do that through my PayPal or my Venmo. Both of those things are in the description below. It's basically arcieocola, ARCIECOLA. And I do appreciate it, and so does the universe. So, all right, let's see what we got here. This is going to be, oh, okay. This is a new YouTube time waster that I've spent a lot of time on. Furniture flippers. So these are people who are very ambitious, far more ambitious than I am, but it's fun to watch. If you go to Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, do they even have Craigslist anymore? I don't know. Craigslist or I guess Goodwill, thrift stores, whatever. And these folks get that stuff for very little, and then they refurbish it, but they don't go crazy. So the whole idea of flipping furniture is that you're not spending a ton of time on it. At least that's the gist I get from the shows I'm watching. They're doing it fast to make a fast buck, kind of like flipping a house. You just do a little paint, maybe polish the wood floors, and then you sell that sucker and get the fuck out before the plumbing blows up. Yeah, so They take these furniture pieces and they just kind of like clean them up, maybe give them a new stain or a new coat of paint or take off some of the fabric, but nothing super crazy. And then they go around and sell it on usually the same marketplace they got it from. And they charge a whole lot more for that shit. And they make a lot of money, apparently. I guess if you're really into doing that kind of thing, like one of them people that just can't sit still, you got to always be doing something, and you cleaned your house like 20 times, and you just need something to do. There you go. Furniture flipping. It's a side hustle idea, and you heard it from me via the YouTube. So I give it a thumbs up. I suppose it depends on how good a job you do and how much you charge. I think they charge a lot, but honestly, if people's willing to pay for it, good on them. Make that money, honey. Christine McConnell. I don't think I do. I was watching this one or two channels, but I didn't like go too deep down the hole. It's a new rabbit hole that I've found on YouTube, so I'm kind of easing into it because I don't want to go too crazy. But I will check that one out. Christine McConnell. Okay, Rada. Hi there. Yes, you may ask a question. Hello. Welcome to the show. Goog, I'll get to you later because Rada is new. Yes, what do you have a question about? And tell me what oracle you want, Rada. Tell me what oracle. I'm good, thanks. Tell me if you want the Book of Revelation, the Tarot, the Magic 8 Ball, the Essential Oils, or the Pornacle. Let me know. Or the Hat of Self-Care. That's another one. Yes, I see you. Hi, how are you? Oh, God, there goes the dog. He hears that other dog up there, and then he's like, all right, Rada. You got to put your question and oracle in the chat. They still have Craigslist. Tarot, I'm trying to get a job at Digital TCS. Will I get it? My friend is helping too. Okay, well, here's a quick tip. If you were asking the tarot if something's going to happen, tarot cannot tell you that. Tarot can only tell you maybe what signs or symbols or energies you need to manifest to make the job happen for you. It can also give you a sense of whether or not if that energy is good around that job. So like say you get a card that's energetically a little bit funny, maybe not quite as hopeful. I mean, it's not necessarily meaning that you won't get the job. It just may mean that you need to approach it in a different way. So that's my little disclaimer on the tarot. Remember, it's all about what you can do ultimately. All this is about you manifesting. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. So the wands. So the wands, this is one of the cards that I'm using to represent the suit of wands. So the suit of wands is them kind of keywords right there. So if you really want the job, you're going to have to be creative about it. You can't just like go in there and turn in your application and then cross your fingers. No. You need to work for it. So make sure you're very aware of the company, their policies, like try to get to know some folks if you can. Do your research. Really go in there knowing your shit, know about what you're going to be doing, be open, be curious, and good things will happen if it's meant to be. So I would just say focus on being the creative, strong person that you are. There you go. Oh, which element? Ah, yes. So I got your question. They're all the oracles work the same. It's always about what you are going to be doing to manifest whatever you're looking for to happen. That's it. So, all right, back to the Hat of Self-Care for Googaloo. Let's see. What's that hat going to tell us today? Now, for a while it was telling everybody to take a walk, but then I think last time we pulled it was something different. So, and the answer is, Digital Detox. This is a good one. So, digital detox. You need to lay off the social media, lay off the internet. Don't watch no TV. Don't listen to no podcasts. Don't listen to nothing that's digital. Like maybe go outside and listen to nature if you can find a place to do it. So yeah, there is your different. There ain't no oracle that will predict the future. There's folks that'll tell you that it will. It may be that the energy is real strong in a particular direction, and the oracle can say the energy is real strong in this direction. But it's not going to be able to tell you concretely yes or no or anything. I mean, the only one that I have that does that is the old bitchy Magic 8-Ball. But even then, sometimes it doesn't give you a straight answer. So, yeah, that's just the nature of oracles. It's all about the inner journey. It's all about what's inside. Okay. Anybody else have a question? I hope that had a self-care. Oh, it was for that dog. Yeah, well, that dog is getting a digital detox right now, but that's not what it needs. It needs to be by its people. Hopefully, while they're not watching the digital stuff and they're petting and playing with the dog. Sorry, I thought you was asking about yourself. Oh, that poor thing. I had a good feeling about your Pornacle reading. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that the Pornacle has delivered something that you feel good about. All right. I should have got me a fresh beer. I'm almost out of that one, but it's all right. I've got about 18 more minutes I can hold out on Big Girl. Oh, gosh. Shall we hit the teapot one more time? Let's see what we got in the tea. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay, here's YouTube is the thing. Apparently the news is not what we need to hear about on the tea right now. We're just doing fun things. This is something that I've been into for a while, and I don't know why, but it's funny to watch people watch comedy and watch their reaction to the comedy. Now, there's all kind of reaction channels out there. Of course, there's the, people hearing the music for the first time. There's always the experts that's breaking it down. There's also, what's another fun one folks like to do that I like to watch? I'll watch them. Oh, tribal folks or folks that come from like a village somewhere in Afghanistan or whatnot, eating McDonald's and shit and telling us what they think about it. All them kind of videos, I can spend way too much time on it. But for some reason, the comedy ones are the best because not only do you get to see the comedy yourself, oh, sorry about that. But you get to laugh along with somebody. So it's kind of like a group activity, but you're, in a safe, socially distanced place, like on your couch. So, yeah. Oh, another question. I'll try the new Oh, you mean the Pornacle? Well, you got to tell me what page number you want, PNG. You got to tell me a number between 1 and 755. 259. Uh-oh. Trying to figure out what's going on with a coworker. She has not started back and not sure why. Well, that's a kind of a hefty Pornacle question there. I mean, it could be that she just don't want to go back to work, or it could be that something's happened, but let's see, page 259. Let's see if we can get a handle on it. Okay. This one, it's in a straight up vanilla right there. Prepared for entry. Remember I was telling you about the phallic worship? There we go. So maybe she's just enjoying her time off and she ain't planning to come back because she's got other things to do. That's what I think. And if it's something worse, like God forbid, They're no longer on this earthly plane. This is what they're up to up in the other dimension, wherever they landed. They're just having a good time, eating and drinking and fucking. So yeah, there's your pornacle. I hope it turns out well. Oh, is that the Tower of Babel in the background? I don't know. It's a pyramid, that's for sure. It's definitely a pyramidic structure. I don't know if you can see. So I don't know. I don't know. It seems like it's in a very fancy place. I mean, they got a plate of food just sitting there. Obviously, they ain't starving or they would have eaten it all. So they're having a leisurely afternoon in front of the window of all places, but maybe that's where that's the only place they can catch a breeze. I don't know. You're welcome. Anybody else have a question? Yeah, I got sweat on my upper lip now. Whew. My hair's staying up pretty good today. This heavy ass thing. I mean, it's pretty, it sparkles, but it's too heavy. Too heavy. Plus, it's got these damn fringy things on it, and they tend to get caught up in all kind of shit. Not in front of my salad. 200 BC. Well, I mean, sometimes when the mood strikes, you got to put that eating off to the side. You got to just get that stuff out of the way. It looks like that, they were just hanging out, and he popped a boner, and she was like, all right, I'm naked, so I'll just take it right now. He's like, come on, baby, we can eat later. That apple's going to wait. I got to take care of this business right now. Yes, opulence, for sure. For sure. It ain't all bad. Even back in the day when people was dying right and left, it was not always bad. They was having fun sometimes. I mean, had to be, right? Okay, anybody have a question? Anybody have a question? We got a question coming from anybody. Remember, I got about 13 more minutes on the show, so there's not a whole lot of time for a question, but there's time for your question. So please do that. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, you can do that too. Always something that you can do. You can leave a comment, not in the chat, but in the actual comment. You can watch some of my old channel stuff. You can share it. I don't think anything's going to be banned on the social media. I don't talk about stuff that's going to get me banned. Usually. Oh, right. Isaac. Will we ever get to see the OraCola live in person? Possibly. Now, I have done shows before I've done like readings in bars and stuff, like fundraisers or just as part of the entertainment for the evening, set up in a corner somewhere. The problem I find with doing stuff in that kind of setting is that it's super loud. You don't get a whole lot of time with the person. You kind of have to yell at each other a lot. So I think if I was to do it, it would have to be like a stage show, something else, and it might be a little bit too complicated for just kind of a drop-in thing. Now, I'm not ruling out the fact that one day I might just set up shop at some bar, but obviously now is not the time to do it because they're closing all the shit down again. So, yeah, and it would be hard to do it with a mask on because you still have to yell. So the short answer is you will at some point, but maybe not in the near future, if that makes sense. You can always contact me for a private one-on-one via Zoom, though. I'm happy to do that for you. We can set something up, some kind of time, what's good for you. I'll sit here and chit-chat with you for at least 30 minutes, and then you can pay me. We can do it that way. And then you get more personalized service. Yeah. Okay. My poor cards all on the floor. Anybody else have a question aside from a legitimate, like, OraCola question? Shall we do more tea? Let's see what kind of YouTube shame y'all are going to know about now. Let's see. Now, T. Oh, what's questioning with the astrology? So, astrology, of course, we just finished the new moon on 8/8. Lionsgate portal, like I said, some people think it's a thing, some people don't. We're going to be heading into some rougher territories with some squares and some planets kind of changing signs and creating some difficult angles. Nothing's coming to me right now. I just know that I've looked into it, and this next couple of weeks is going to be kind of like tense. There's going to be, some of that pre-summer kind of tension back when we was still thinking things was going to be bad, that things was getting better, but then things is going bad again. I don't know. I just feel like astrologically, it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy road, but it's not nearly as bad as what's going to be in the next 2-3 months. Like toward the end of the year, we got some shit going down. But for right now, it's just kind of like riding in a Jeep, kind of bumpy. You get my drift. Okay. Oh, another shame. And this one's kind of fun. So, Vegas hotel and resort reviews. Now, I've only been to Vegas one time, and it was okay. Not my favorite thing. I'm not a gambler, believe it or not. I'm just not. And so that's mostly what you can do there, except spend a whole lot of money on stuff that you can't really afford. That's the other thing. Plus, it's hot as shit outside, so you got to be inside. So you're kind of just always walking around in this mall. It's like a giant mall, up and one down the strip side of the other. There is some beautiful nature there, but because I'm like watching junk food TV, of course, I'm going to go in, do the tour of all these resorts that I wasn't able to go in. And so just see what the pool looks like, what the room looks like, how much it cost, how loose is the slots, what's the food situation like, all that shit. I've been watching that. And there's so many hotels and resorts in Vegas. I think could be like a hole that I stay in for at least a year, at least. But anyway, I would say Vegas right now is probably one of the places that if you're brave and you don't have any fears about certain things that are happening in the world, it's probably a good time to go, because there won't be nearly as many folks there clogging up the strip and getting in your way and all that shit. Plus, weed's legal there. So you can smoke up, you can go walking around, you can go gambling, go eat some food, and you won't have as many crowds. So there's that. So if you want to go to Vegas, now's probably a good time. If you, like I said, if you ain't worried. Oh, NASA came out and said that there's a 2,700 chance of having asteroid in the next 300 years. Oh, do we deserve that? We always deserve the asteroid, honey. And here's the thing. Asteroids don't discriminate. Everybody's going down. Plants, animals, fungi, viruses, good, bad. Only thing that's going to stick around is cockroaches. That's it. So they're going to win. But let's see what the bitchy ball says. What's our bitchy ball say today about the asteroid? I know I won't be here to see it, because I just don't feel like it's going to happen tomorrow or in the next 50 years even. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that's a future scenario. I'm feeling like our plight's not the asteroid. We have different shit we got to work on in this lifetime. Okay. Oh, God, she's being bitchy. Okay. You may rely on it. Oh, come on, girl. Come on, you can do it. Oh, no. She almost held it, but she said you may rely on it. So there's your answer. We deserve all of the asteroids coming our way. Just like the dinosaurs, they probably did some shit to deserve theirs. So, whee, that's life. Oh, my goodness. And Twinkies. Oh yeah, Twinkies. Well, I don't know. I feel like eventually they would just get real hard and they would just kind of dry up and then turn to dust because they don't have a whole lot of like natural moisture in there. It kind of like it's fake moisture, if you know what I mean, just like oils and stuff. So it would just get real hard and then eventually it would just kind of crumble. The plastic wrapper would probably disintegrate before the actual Twinkie though. I think you're right about that. Mm. Ah! Ah! Beer dribble. Hi. That's what happens when you get down to the bottom and you're trying to be ladylike and sip, but it just goes down your chin. Definitely unattractive. All right. Any other questions for the oracles this evening? Are y'all enjoying the Pornacle? Is this a keeper? Do we like it? I mean, I like it, but I don't know. We might have a sensitive crowd here. Y'all might find it horrifying. There's definitely some pictures in there that, if I recall from flipping through it before, that were like, woo, okay, all right, maybe a little violent, maybe a little sadomasochistic, a little Marquis de Sade illustration, something in there. Yeah. Oh, so many horrible things in the Marquis de Sade. So many horrible things. I mean, it's historical, of course, but if you talk about, now here's the thing. I don't know if any of y'all ever actually watched or read any of the Marquis de Sade or watched the movie they made in the 70s. Oh, the Pornacle is funny. I love that. Thank you. Marquis de Sade, and I got his books. He was a dirty motherfucker. And not only was he a dirty motherfucker, he was a very twisted motherfucker. I have never in my life even imagined, before I read them books, a 1% of the way that he organizes these sex scenes. And a lot of them involve terrible things like child rape and murder and necrophilia and shit eating and just all kind of stuff, like the most horrible, depraved things that you can think of. And it's all the rich people doing it. And if you think back, okay, it wasn't that long ago that the Marquis de Sade was around, like the French Revolution time. He was writing that shit. And I think there's probably a few grains of truth in what he was writing because that was his circle. You know, I'm not saying that all the elites was child rape and murderers, but it don't seem like things have changed a lot, does it? I'm just saying. Apollo Oracle, he says he's a very good boy and he does not care that Mama is doing her show. He is going to talk when he feels like it and she just needs to suck it up. Prince Albert, Pornacle, Biden, where will he be mentally by the end of the... It looks like you're typing with one hand, Prince. Now I know why you want to see the Pornacle. You got to tell me a number, honey. You know that. You know. Apollo, what number should we pick? This is the... Oh, God, sorry, y'all. Come on, hurry up. We got about a minute left. Squirt it out. Tell me what you want. Gotta have a number. 374. Okay. I feel like this oracle's good for the book because the revelation one y'all can cheat on. But probably all y'all don't have this book. I bet some of y'all do, but not all y'all. 374. Hold on. Hold it up. Okay. Speaking of France, we just we gotta here's our thing. Mentally, by the end of the year, here's your Joe Biden. So it looks like he's going to be having a party somewhere with a lot of sexy ladies. I don't know if he's going to actually be present mentally. He might just be in the room when this is going down. But it looks like, maybe his Secret Service is having a good time with some pleasure women. And the dog's asleep, so the dog's used to it. That dog's being a good dog. How come you can't be quiet like this dog in the port? Oh my God. So there's your answer. Yeah, he's going to be partying somewhere. I don't know if he'll remember it though. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me on this August 11th, 2021. I do appreciate it. As always, I love sitting here chit-chatting with y'all. Catch me next Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Same channel, same time, same everything. We'll have the Pornacle back by popular demand. And yeah, hopefully the world won't fall apart even more. But the way things are going, I don't know. We'll have to see. Thank y'all so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Y'all take care. Bye.